All right, guys, let's do this, man. I was gonna go out tonight, honestly. I'm just about to make some dinner, then go out to see some people. But you know what? I kind of want to be here tonight instead. I want to do a technical analysis for you guys, and I want to focus. And I personally believe that all personal things should be set aside if you are or if you want to become a professional trader. Because this 24-hour market is something that we should be extremely grateful for. Unfortunately, to do really well in this market, you've got to learn how to set these alerts, guys, right? These alerts are serious shit, man. Like, excuse me for swearing there, but they're very serious. I do. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something that I love to do. Okay, we're gonna delete all this right here, and I'm gonna show you guys. I keep my laptop next to me at night, and I just put it on a power setting where the monitor shuts off after like a minute. And the reason I do that is because I want to be able to hear my RSI alerts from the laptop. And then my Bitfinex is pretty much always logged in at night as well. Okay. And then my phone is also has a trading view thing where the notifications go up on there as well. So I'm going to show you guys what I did last night before I went to bed. Okay. Right click anywhere in trading view, go to add alert. Okay. Go to every time. Okay. Just create that. And then go to another section as well. Like I put one right around here actually, okay? Right around here last night, and that woke me up. Actually, no, it wasn't there. It was right around here. But that never hit it, obviously, right? So the reason you want to do this is because you want to be notified every single time. You guys see this line right here? Now that it's there, you can actually drag it up and down, okay? And then you just click on save on it every time. And you can adjust it to however you want. So it's important to do this because you're going to be notified very loud when you actually hear it, right? So how are you going to catch these trades if you're actually not going to set up any of these notifications? It just doesn't make sense. So you have to make sure that you're aware. Like Warren Buffett said, right? Awesome saying that you can't catch them all, guys, right? They asked him, why didn't you catch things like Facebook and Amazon? And you know what he said? You can't catch them all, as long as you just catch some. That's the most important thing, right? So then demarcate it like that. This way you gotta learn all the time if it moves. Also, if you want to add a really epic alert, guys, right here. This is the best alert I have ever freaking seen, okay? Go to right here, right? Moving up or down. I usually do for both. Go to moving up, okay? And go to for example, 3% in one bar. One bar, you can choose whichever one you want. Here's a 15-minute one, right? So every time it's moving more than 3% in one single bar on a 15-minute time frame, it will notify me. Why is this important? Because then you can actually be aware of when the market is getting very volatile in a short period of time. Also have it for 5 minutes as well, right? Because sometimes you just never know. It could actually just end up spiking a lot. So create that as well if you like, right? The 15-minute one, for example, right there, you see it. 15-minute moving up, 15%. All right, let's get on with this technical analysis. It's going to be a very quick one. We're going to do a comparison between Bitfinex and also Binance because it seems like, I don't want to say this, guys, because I'm obviously going back to my word, but there's been a lot of revelations, right? There's been a lot of news with Bitfinex, and there's hope. That's all I can say, right? Yesterday was very leery, but today, very different. All right, so we notice a big difference between Bitfinex and also on Binance. But what we're going to do first of all is look at it from the very beginning, okay? Both of them. Left is Bitfinex, right is Binance, okay? What do you guys notice here? You guys notice this one popped off over there, right? On Binance, right? Pretty cool. Oh, sorry, this one was Binance. Yeah, this one is a Bitfinex one right here. The Bitfinex one, a little bit different, guys, okay? Like even if I went to this one over here, for example, right, from where this one originally began, let me just take off magnet mode there. Okay, it's a little bit different as well. We actually ended up breaking above it, okay? We broke above it. So let's take a look really closely between these two structures, right? Meaning one exchange on Bitfinex broke above it pretty well, but the other one's just hovering at the resistance, okay? Okay, now that we've identified that specific structure, let's also go on a higher degree, like a 4-hour, to identify something like that as well, okay? Yeah, that looks pretty good, okay? But we can even go closer and just really do it up like that. And we'll go on a low time frame to verify how accurate these can also be, or are rather, okay? So now we've identified the support and the resistance. Now let's go here as well. This one started on May the 22nd about, right? actually the 25th, April the 25th. This one here, April 25th, is really different, right? It ended up getting a very different bottom. So can we do something like that for now? And then I also take a look here. We're just confining the area, right? This one did break out of it. So it could be a throw over for an ending fifth wave diagonal. So they're very similar structures, but the reason why, in my opinion, this happened was because, of course, that spread difference, right? The spread between Binance and Bitfinex was about 6%. But now, because of all these revelations that have come up and creditors backing them up, they're basically on thin ice still, but there's hope. So because faith was instilled in the market, it was very natural that Bitfinex didn't move proportionally to how Binance moved today, which means that Bitfinex just kind of stayed at a still point, right? To let other exchanges catch up in terms of price. So because right now, Bitfinex is getting a pretty good volume on there now, right? They're getting like 60 million almost before they're at 30 million. So good overall, in my opinion. So now that we know where the supports and the resistances are, let's take a look at RSI, okay? First of all, let's take a look at the 2-day. 2-day is bullish, so bullish. But guys, whenever we get to these kind of points, what happens? Answer it to yourself. This right here is the day we reached the highest RSI that we have ever reached, right, in the bull market. Guys, we are right now at 84 RSI. The highest we've reached is 89. And also prior to that was 87, 88. We are 3 RSI away from the 2-day from reaching the resistance. So let's think about this, okay? Fundamental changes, guys. Sure, a little more adoption. Anything major? Yeah, lots of major things happen, but fundamentally enough for mass adoption to get to something like 90 RSI, or is it just sentiment from the bulls that want to drive up the price? So you guys can see why I'm on the edge right now, right? So 2-day looking very bullish still. Daily, not looking bullish. Okay, guys, not looking bullish on RSI or MACD. Why? Because the histogram is so low, okay? Usually what you get is 2 hovering like that, and then you end up dropping. So let's take a look at the RSI now as well, right? We're getting a really high there, but on Bitfinex, almost double peaked, right? Much lower high on the RSI and on Binance as well. So we're starting to see signs of it slowing down a little bit. So don't get me wrong, guys, okay? Don't think that, oh, Philakone's always just bearish, you know, he's always super duper bearish, etc., right? That's not true at all, guys. The only reason why I'm bearish is because I like to look at it from the perspective of, hey, is this the actual top? And I want to make sure that I take my profits accordingly and also enter my short positions accordingly as well. Don't mind the RSI there. One's a lot higher there. It's all right, I guess. So let's take a look at a 12-hour chart here as well. 12-hour chart is looking bad for the bulls. Lower highs every single time. Histogram is slowly coming down here as well on Bitfinex, on Binance, really high there, but we just can't really peak above 73 to 76 ranges as well. Let's look at price action as well, okay? There's a series of could be like an evening star / shooting star little with a doji. Pretty weird combinations in terms of bearishness, right? Surprised we haven't dropped yet. Here we're losing steam, right? Lower highs every single time. That's on the 8-hour. Let's go to the 4-hour. Yeah, like, we were getting so much bearish pressure there that we dropped, right? And I think it's going to end up happening again here as well. Could be a tweezer combination. Right now, there's about 2 hours to go. I'm sorry if I'm speaking very fast, guys. The reason I'm doing it is because I'm trying to get in as much content as I possibly can because I want to do this. I want to make my steak, guys. I want to eat dinner. So yeah, I've been cooking a lot at home lately. It's been much better than going out. In March, I went out for, actually not went out, I ordered food every day. My food bill was like ridiculous, right? So trying to eat a little bit more just to be more conscious about not spending $2,000-3,000 a month on food, you know? All right. So guys, we can easily see this pattern emerging in here where we were being squeezed into this apex. For those that do not know what an apex is, let me show you. An apex is a region that could be shaped in many triangles, okay? So sorry, I'm very, very congested, as you guys know, but I'm taking care of it very well. So I apologize if it's obnoxious in any way, okay? I don't mean for it to be. So triangles come in many ways. This is called a symmetric triangle, where it's sloped both, leading towards each other. We don't know where that one's going to go. It could break up or down. These ones are usually called rising bearish wedges. where they keep going like this, that kind of shape, and then they drop down. Where this one can go down, this one can go up or down, right? And the apex is this region right here. The apex is the region where these two forces, the bulls and the bears meet, supply and demand meets, and something happens. And then the other one is called a descending bullish wedge, right? Where this one usually ends up breaking to the upside. That's the logic between these types of patterns for those that are new to triangles. So think of it as one side fighting against the other side, and someone's going to come victorious. So right now you can easily see that this is just being pushed into here, right? It's really being pressured in there, regardless of how you draw it, right? That's why I got this alert for right around there. Okay, so now that we've confirmed from my perspective that we are fairly bearish, guys. Like, you know what? Let me add even more logic to this just to kill you guys with knowledge and drop bombs. Check this out, guys. This region is like, holy Batman, you know? You can't just break out of a region like this on the first attempt. If we broke out of this on the first attempt, after who knows how long of a bear market, right? Huge bear market until we broke 1 year. Literally, it took 1 year to break that, okay? You guys really think it's going to break up on the first try, or am I that oblivious to the fact that it could happen? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, if you look here, okay, this is so the 2-day starts on the 11th. Oh, actually, it's only been 1 day in the 2-day. All right, I'll take that for now. And that's on Bitfinex, right? Binance, the exact same thing, guys. It's the exact same thing, you know, like right here is so congested. So I'm banking on the fact of just simple psychology. Simple psychology of what has taken an arduous amount of attempts to break down and break a support will take the same arduous type of attempt and work to also break above the resistance. I mean, that's pretty clear logic to me, right? There are a lot of perma bulls right now that are like, yep, we know what's going to happen. It's going to go to 7,000. Sure, maybe. But are you guys even thinking of this right here? Like, let's say we go to a daily on here, right? Like, you know, let's say right here that this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a 1, 2, 3. That's 4. We're coming down, man. Like, let's say that logic were true. That would mean that this is now 1. That's 2, right? And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? If that's not it right there, then I show you right here, okay? If that's on it where this is 1 and that's 2, right? So it would just be like that 1, 2, that's 3, 4. Hold on, did I do that right? No, I didn't. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3, 4, and then 5, like that. And this one is actually just right down over there. So Bitfinex is the exact same. Now let's go to a lower time frame and see if this could actually hold true, right? You want to do an Elliott wave in here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow, that does make a 5-wave structure ABC. Cool, that looks great as well. Here's a leading first wave right there. 1, 2, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this right here ends up making the first wave down to the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 right there, 4, and bam, that's the 5th one right there. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm screwing this up right here. 1, 2. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm not really counting it as properly as I should. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to make the flat for the 3rd wave, right? Something like that. And this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then here it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th wave going upwards, in my opinion. If I'm wrong, awesome, right? If I'm wrong, that's fine, because a lot of people will benefit as well, and I'll have a great and positive learning experience from it. So I'm not really too worried, guys. My position is pretty locked and solid right now. Check out Twitter if you guys haven't seen it. Here we go, breaking below 6,200 already. That is a lot of pressure, man. There was so much pressure, guys, to stay above, honestly, like 6,200. Yeah, so let's keep going at this, right? So, I mean, like, I see so many I don't want to be bearish, guys. I really don't. But I look at Binance, a 5-hour chart, you get a nice high there, and you get way lower high there, which is usually the recipe for an ending 5th wave. So now I'm going to argue 2 different cases, okay? Here's for the bulls. If bulls, you guys, okay, bulls, make note. Where is this break point? Right there, 64 to 6,500, right? This is the break point right there. The break point is always going to act as a very significant resistance, okay? Right there, say 64 or something. So sure, if we broke out, guys, you got a little bit of wiggle room right here, okay? Right? Not really, actually. You don't really have any wiggle room. That's why I'm like, whoa, where am I going to long to and target? Am I just going to pretend none of these resistances and high volume regions exist and then just shoot to 7,200? I don't see where people are saying 7,200, man. Like, where's the ending fifth wave? Oh, sorry, where's the fifth wave extension? Where's your Elliott wave proof that can indicate that it could go to 7,200? Because a lot of people are counting 5 waves like no tomorrow. So yeah, that's kind of it for the bulls, guys. 64.50, right? Pretty low profit, but still say 5%, not bad maybe. So if we fall down, guys, and we fall below out of this, where is a reasonable place to target, huh? Where the heck would you want to target? Take 2 of the previous lows, right, interim lows, and build a resistance or support rather. So that will be my first option of where to place it, okay? So now let's hypothesize. We break below here, awesome, right? But we want to break this resistance mainly as well first. So then your short position for me, I take my profit, guys, at 66K, honestly, right? If we got to around right there, it's pretty decent 3% gain, right? So you're getting a lot of potential for like a 2 to 3 RR, right? So that looks pretty good as well. You would want to target around a resistance that has been proven to bounce off of several times. And in this case, I see the 8-hour, a great one at the 55 EMA, and I also see the 6-hour, that's great on the EMA as well. So it's clear that this yellow line, that's the 55 EMA, is trending to somewhere there. So if we short, wonderful opportunity in my opinion, okay? Yeah, so then, I'll go to Binance now, okay? For Binance, kind of the exact same thing, guys, right? So Bitfinex will probably end up getting to 61 to 59 or something. But if you look at these guys, right, I'm sure that it will end up following very closely soon because there was a big resistance and support difference of like 6 to 8%, right? So if Binance ends up falling down, right? If you zoom really far out, you'll notice that it broke actually out of that sloped trendline resistance. That means that it's most likely going to bounce off of it the first time as an attempt, right? So, which is this one right here. I'm going to make it, I don't know, purple, okay? This is a purple one right there, okay? That means that a Bitcoin ends up following to around, on Bitfinex to around 61 or 60.50. Guess what? This purple line is actually the exact same price roughly. Bam. So that's your first one right there. And then the second one, if we fall even further below that. So for example, Bitcoin, right? We got these 2 resistances that I've been drawing on Bitfinex, right? One is this weird slope one. Actually, shoot, I've been drawing it like completely wrong. Oh, you know what? Ignore what I said about that first one there, okay? We're just going to keep to this one right here to be consistent. I consider some of those wicked regions. Same holds as you've noticed, right? Same holds, but ignore that first one that I said earlier. So yeah, if this falls down, right, to around 6K, that's kind of the exact same region to test first. But if we do fall out of it, yeah, my first target, guys, I'm going to be really clear, okay? My first big target will obviously be around 58 to 59, maybe even 6K. But if we are bearish and we fall below that, 5,700 is my target, just like on Binance as well. Okay, 5,700-ish right there. And they all yield a risk to reward of about 2 to 1. Okay, I gotta go for a second. My phone's ringing. Hello.
Hi, I'm actually driving.
Are you? You caught me in the middle of doing a technical analysis, so I'm hanging up on my viewers. Bye, viewers. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a phone call there. Okay, so yeah, we're very bullish right now, it seems, right? Since it's been about 20 minutes since I took off it now, and it actually ended up spiking up about, how much here? Spiked up about $100 while I was gone. But the main point of this technical analysis for you guys is to debate where is the top and how high can we actually go. So we need to be very clear about this resistance that I've been talking about, right? I know that we're looking really bullish, guys, but just keep in mind is what I am saying, okay? Keep in mind, there you go. Just keep in mind where these resistances are. And we are trending so dangerously close right now to these regions, like right here for Bitfinex and right there for Binance, that don't bank on the fact that we're just going to skyrocket out of it. You also have to keep in mind that sometimes we get these huge green candles, right? Green candle, then we get an indecision, then we just drop. Or even sometimes we get a huge green candle, like right here, right there, right, where we end up going up 13%, and in the same day, you end up dropping the exact same amount. So never think that just because the candle was very bullish that there may not be a possibility of some drop. So be cautious, guys, is all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying, be cautious. I think that we are heavily at the resistance area between 63 to 64 on Binance, and I would be very surprised if we got higher. So have yourselves a great day, guys. I got to go for the night and get some food. I'm cooking right now, but I'm going to go out again tonight and get some more food with some people. So have yourselves a great night. Thank you for watching. Bye now.